The race to Riyadh is complete and we've seen the draw for the WTA Finals. 8 of the very best players in 2024. And the disappointing thing is, there's not been much build-up. But don't worry, me and Ben are here and this is our reaction.
That's right, we are back again. It's the WTA Tour Finals in Riyadh, in Saudi Arabia, and we've seen some pretty fantastic tennis in Riyadh this year, and hopefully the women's lives up to it as well. We have our final 8, JG. It's been one of those years where we've had some fantastic performances in the slams. We've had some fantastic performances in recent events as well, and some players making their first ever WTA Tour Finals as well. One Italian who I know you're going to be big on speaking about, Jasmine Paolini. Can she do the impossible, it would seem, and take the Tour Finals?
Yeah, what a season she's had. I feel she's been a standout for me. Probably not the best player, but the one we didn't expect. The biggest surprise for sure. And I think she's here to stay as well. It's not like a one and done. We've seen it in previous seasons. I know Garcia, was it either last year or the year before? We kind of felt like she was there, but I don't think she's going to sustain it. Same with Vondrausova. I feel she's going to be a bit more of a yo-yo. With Paolini, I feel definitely got potential to be in this mix for the next few years. I think she's awesome. The problem it's a few problems. The first one being, there seems to be so many injuries and lacking consistency of regular tournament entries from these players. I don't know where they are. Rybakina, it's been such an uncertain year for her. There's so much going on off the court. Is it an illness? Is it an injury? Is it her desire to play tennis? I don't know. You've got Krejcikova winning that one event at Wimbledon, of course, the big event, but still, aside from that, a bit wishy-washy. I think she's injured right now. Paolini is injured right now. Sabalenka's had a few injury problems. Iga's not been playing too much at the moment. So it's a strange old draw with these players going in because I don't know who's going to be fully fit. I guess the on the contrary, what it does do is it makes it very exciting. Because I generally don't know who's going to win this one.
No, I totally agree with you as well.
It's not really an Iga-Saba shootout, is it? It could be any of them who can win it.
I think Saba is definitely the favourite coming in to this WTA Finals. She is coming off the back of winning an event yet again. She won in Wuhan, defeating Kim Zheng in the final. But that was like over 2 weeks ago now. But she's had a nice little bit of a layoff. But the other players, like you say, I mean, we've not seen Rybakina since she withdrew from the US Open. Since Krejcikova won Wimbledon, her form's been terrible. Coco Gauff, I mean, she's been pretty good. She did well, obviously, in Beijing, winning that. And then in Wuhan, just losing in 3 to Sabalenka. So she's been keeping fairly active. Iga, we've not seen her since US Open.
Yep.
So, yeah. It's one of these ones where there's a lot of unknowns coming in. I think the main takeaway from it is probably the 2 best hardcourt players, Coco Gauff and obviously Sabalenka with their 2 slam wins this year on hardcourt. They're probably the ones that you keep your eye on coming into this. Iga's always a threat. The others got a little bit more to prove and a little bit more unknown. Pegula, I'm not really sure, to be honest. She's another one. Lost in Wuhan to Jinyu Wang.
Yep.
So hard to tell what sort of form Pegula's in coming into this.
And in Beijing, she got bageled by Badoza. Did get to the final of the US Open, you got to remember, against Saba, and it was quite a tight one. She played all right in that final.
She did, yeah.
I have a feeling Pegula has some good chances, and Iga's not been playing. Krejcikova's looking wobbly. Coco Gauff is a bit up and down. It'd be good to know the head-to-head between Coco Gauff and Pegula, because let's speak about this orange group first. I've said the names: Iga, Coco Gauff, Pegula, Krejcikova. I have a feeling, and I don't know if this is true, but Pegula is going to come out of this group as the number 1 player and win the whole thing.
Yeah, I mean, she got a 4-1 head-to-head against Coco Gauff.
That's right.
And the last time they played, that was in Berlin on the grass. They played twice on grass. They played 3 times on hard court.
Did they play
And
at the Tour Finals as well?
yes, last year they played at the Tour Finals, and it was a really coon, and it was 6-2, 6-1 for Pegula. I think Coco Gauff really needs to step up this year. I mean, we sort of give her a little bit of a bye in past years because she's a little bit young. You sort of get like a first time nerve sometimes in these situations. Now there's no excuses. You're a Grand Slam champion at the moment, and you've beaten some of these ladies before.
Yep.
There's no excuse. Like you have to step up now. You've been playing more regularly than most of these other players in this tournament as well.
Well, Pegula has been playing regular, but she's shown that she can beat Iga now, which is a different kind of thing we've not had in previous Tour Finals. So the Orange group's fascinating. If I had to pick the one player I think is going to come out of the group, I'm going to be sticking with Jessica Pegula. What about you?
I'm actually going to go for it, and I'm going to say Coco Gauff in this one. I think, for me, I'm going to go with, I think Coco Gauff is the one who's been playing more frequently. I still worry about her form against Iga, but the fact Iga's not played just makes me think Coco Gauff may have just be able to edge her at the moment. I don't know what it is, but if Iga plays a top tennis, Coco Gauff may just get wiped off the court again. Hard to say. Those are the two that really stand out. But I don't know why Krejcikova, for me, I don't know. I see her not doing well in this at all. I see her in last place in this group.
Well, I think that's obvious. You say you don't know why. I think most people are going to have her not winning a match.
You never know with her though.
She's
against Iga, she's quite good.
She is a strange player. I don't want to put her down at all because she could go and win and beat everyone. But
you never know.
Prediction is on the podcast. I'm going to put it out there: is that she does not win a single match. Let's have a look at the other group.
She beat her in Dubai 6-4, 6-2 in the final. So that was the last time she played Iga. So it's a bit of a crazy one. Let's go to the other group. This one, Sabalenka, Paolini, Rybakina, and Zheng. This is the purple group. I quite like this group as well. I think
this is a stronger group.
Yeah.
The big question marks has got to be around Rybakina. When was the last time she played?
Well, US Open withdrew against the French lady Ponchet. She beat Iva in the first round and then pulled out of the next round. So I don't think we even really found out why either. It's one of these. She always seems to be sick or a sickness or an illness, and she's actually lost 3 out of her last 4. Well, I don't know if you can count. She pulled out. But before the US Open, she lost to Fernandez in Cincinnati, and obviously at the semi-finals of Wimbledon to Krejcikova as well. So grass was really the last time we saw her play properly, and that's a long time ago. That's like July.
Yeah, played against Azarenka in Berlin, played 4 games and withdrew, pulled out of that one mid-match. French Open, lost to Paolini. Can happen. She was all right actually on the clay, doing not so bad, but it's been a really bad year for Rybakina. I don't care what anyone says. She's not been consistent whatsoever. It's a bit of a miracle she managed to qualify, really.
What ranking is she at the moment? That's why I'm just going to... I think she's in at number... Let me just have a look at the live race.
The live rank?
So she's in at number 5 in the race. So
yeah, it surprises me. I don't think she's played that much or done well. I think a lot of that is from the start of the year. She picked up some points, did a good run at Wimbledon, which obviously helps.
Yeah.
But just, I don't know. I don't think she's going to get out the group. Obviously, the main one's Sabalenka. She is the favourite, I believe, for this event. I think you've already said that.
Yeah.
And I would say then it's a toss-up between Paolini and Zheng for the second place. Of course, Rybakina, on paper, if she's the player we know she can be and she's up for this and feeling fit, can also really trouble Saba and trouble all of them. And it will be really great if she is at that level. I'm dubious that we're going to see that. So on that basis, I'm going Saba as the clear favourite for the group, and it's going to be a really good battle, I believe, between Paolini and Zheng. You'd have to favour Zheng because of the serve and the fact that she's been playing quite well on the indoor hard courts. She's done some amazing things over in Asia. She's just won Tokyo, is that right? Didn't do too bad in China as well. So I like her chances to, on form and what she's just been doing, probably edges Paolini slightly for the second spot.
It's quite interesting as well because they literally just played each other in Wuhan in the quarterfinals, Paolini and Zheng, and it was really close. It was a 3-setter, but you know that those matches don't always play out the exact same way because Paolini would have learnt something from that last match as well. Courts maybe slightly different speeds, that
It's
type
tight.
of thing.
It's going to be tight.
I think it's very tight, but I would agree with you. Saba, the clear favourite in this group. I think she will top the group. And I think Qinwen Zheng, she has to be second favourite just based upon her form, winning a tournament recently. But yeah, it's super tight. But it's so strange to say Rybakina, she's probably the one that I'm least favour. And it's just based upon she's not played enough tennis for me.
There was a lot of drama about her coach as well around the Wimbledon time. I don't know if you remember.
Yeah.
Losing that coach. So just there's a lot going on, which it would be lovely to know about, but we just it's nothing public at the moment. But there's certainly incidents going on off the court, which is affecting her tennis on the court.
Yeah, some of the other heads in this little group, we got Sabalenka and Qinwen Zheng. It is 4-0 in favour of Sabalenka in that one as well. Yeah. So pretty heavy favourite, you'd think. And Rybakina, I mean, against Qinwen Zheng would be quite an interesting one. I think that would be. I don't know if when was they last played? Last year. Rybakina's beaten, never lost a set to her, but I think now we've got a different kind of Qinwen Zheng. Since she won the Olympics, she really looks like a new player. I think that she could cause her much more problems now than she did in the past. I think that we're starting to see her. She'll be a mainstayer, I think, in these WTA finals for years to come, Qinwen Zheng.
Yeah, right. Next bit I want to speak about is a bit of a moan. I don't think you're even ready for this.
Nice.
But I'm going to send you a tweet anyway.
Cool.
It doesn't really help the moan, but it just shows evidence of what I'm moaning about.
Nice.
And that is the WTA as a whole, as an organisation, in terms of what they do for the sport of women's tennis. They need to do a lot better. The draw came out, and 5 hours after the draw came out, the WTA announced it on their official website and through Twitter as well. Why did it take 5 hours for them to announce it? It's like they forgot that it happened. There's zero build-up. They're not generating any kind of excitement. And this tweet came out 5 hours after the draw. With
weird.
Every other event, everything with the ATP or Grand Slams, it's instant. I mean, you've got Morgado, who's usually instant. Everything's there. He would have been instant for this, I'm sure. I've not seen, I can't verify. But the WTA, for the WTA Finals, why are they not doing a better job in getting information out there, promoting the sport? Where's some of the videos or some of the players? Why don't they do something for this to help it grow? Because it's been abysmal. I mean, they're not helping or promoting this event at all.
Well, this isn't the first time we're having problems in and around the WTA finals, is it? I mean, we had the problems last year. I think it was like a sort of last minute change. And the year before we had the Texas one as well. I mean, it's been a bit of a shambles, to be honest, the WTA finals for years. And I think this is the WTA in general. They need to step it up. I mean, maybe they were hoping that Riyadh were going to do a massive promo like they did for the Six Kings Slam, but I think they know they put their money and invest it into people who have already been promoted by their organisations, and these players clearly aren't being promoted well enough by their own internal organisations, so you can't expect other tournaments to just suddenly be forking out all their money just to promote your product. So
Mate, it's a mess. It's a mess.
Yeah.
I'll tell you why, for many reasons. There was no live stream of the draw like there has been in previous years. There's been no gala, no getting dressed up, whether that's going to come. But usually we always have that by now. Nothing at all. Do you know the famous photo we got Iga in the red, or the ones, I think that was a few years ago.
Yeah.
Or maybe that was last year's one in Cancun. There's just nothing. There's no promotion whatsoever.
I know what you mean.
I think there's not going to be a gala. Looking at Twitter right now, there's people saying there's no gala this year.
What?
They're not going to do it.
I mean, it's so strange. I mean, it's wait and see. When we get to Turin, let's see what happens then, because I guarantee you, as soon as the draw is made, it will be out within 30 seconds, or if not 1 second of when it's drawn, and there'll be videos, there'll be stats, there'll be people going crazy and sharing stuff all around the world. This, I mean, you have to go searching for it. It doesn't even just pop out at you. It doesn't even pop up anywhere.
Yeah, look at this next one I've just sent you. So instead of streaming the draw, showing practices, or providing any info, the WTA website's homepage is a fan poll for propaganda. That's all they've got on the main page of the WTA. How would you best describe the WTA Finals coming to Saudi Arabia for the first time? It's just a poll.
What is going on? I mean, a historic milestone for women's sport, a thrilling opportunity to expand the game, a unique chance for WTA to make more money, a landmark moment for tennis diversity.
Yeah,
I mean,
there isn't going to be a gala, by the way.
You're focused on just all the wrong things right now. It should be about all the 8 women who have just been playing the hardest that they can play all year to try and get to this WTA Finals. Talk about them. Promote them. They don't promote their players on the WTA. It's just not good enough.
Exactly that. I think I'm going to wrap it up there. But that is a summary of the draw. We're going to be covering some matches, giving some previews and some more thoughts. We're in agreement, really. Saba's the favourite.
Yeah.
But you never know. There's a lot of uncertainties. And I feel Pegula could surprise some people. And you never know, she may go on and win the whole thing. But that's my wild card kind of selection. Hopefully, situation can improve and we can see the WTA promote the sport a lot more, because it is such a good product. We've always loved watching women's tennis and the WTA Tour. I think it is brilliant, if not better than the men's tour at times. And it's a shame there's just not the right resources put into it and the right people involved. Need to bring the fun back, need to bring a lot better promotion, get in time with the digital media age and get out of the past.
Well, I think even more so now, because you've got some amazing young female tennis players coming through, the likes of obviously Kim Win-Zheng, Coco Gauff, Mia
You're always going to
Andreeva.
have that though, Ben.
Exactly.
I mean, if you look at women's tennis over the years, there's always been so many young players who do some amazing things. Navratilova, when she come through when she was young, there's endless stories of just young wonder kids doing amazing things. Rybakina quite recently. So there's always going to be that the players are there. We just need the WTA to step up. But let us know what your thoughts are in the comment section. If you haven't already, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and let us know who do you think is going to be winning the WTA Finals. We'll be having some more reaction for the men's one soon, because hopefully the draw will be coming out. But there's still quite a bit to be decided there. Paris Bercy happening at the moment. Who can pick up some points? It won't be Tommy Paul, won't be Casper Ruud. Maybe Grigor Dimitrov. Great opportunity for him. Let's wait and see.
That's it. Make sure follow us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and we'll see you on the next one.
See you then.